Ants have 6 legs. Elena and Andre write equations showing the proportional relationship between the number of ants, A, to the number of ant legs, L. Elena writes A equals 6 times L, and Andre writes L equals 1/6 times A. Do you agree with either of the equations? So I thought what I would do is, rather than look at theirs, I'd start by building my own. So I thought that for every ant, I would multiply by 6, because if I have 1 ant, it's 1 times 6 is 6 legs. If I have 2 ants, 2 times 6 is 12, etc. So what I realized is that if I did 6 times the number of ants, it gave me the total number of legs. So this is the correct equation, L equals 6 times A. When I looked at the equations that were written here, I was particularly looking at Andre's, because he wrote one that started with L equals, but he wrote L equals 1/6 times A rather than 6 times A. So his says the number of legs is equal to 1/6 of the number of ants, but that's not true. What you needed to do is actually multiply by 6, because every ant has 6 legs. So to find the number of legs, you need to multiply by the number of ants. So Andre is not correct. Elena is also not correct. If we wanted to write an equation that starts with A equals, we can. I'll start with mine and just divide on both sides. And so I would have A equals, and on the other side I would have 1/6 times L. In other words, if I want to find the number of ants, I would take the total number of legs and divide it by 6 or multiply it by 1/6. So actually neither of them is correct, neither Elena nor Andre, and that was the answer we should have chosen.